Okay, so hopefully I got this right. I'm gonna try to only talk for about 30 some minutes today. Maybe because I realized that maybe an hour is a long time, but um, and it's not like I don't have much to talk about. It really isn't that. It is more just I don't know. I guess I don't want to keep rambling on and on, so I'm gonna try to only talk for 30 minutes. And I'm gonna try a slightly new technique. I actually been keeping a. Where are you? Oh, here it is. I've been keeping a planner of certain events, and it's kind of helping me like understand what goes on, like with me, and helping me keep track of days. And also helping me keep track of me. So that's very important. So I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk backwards. So things that happened more recently are going to be obviously fresh in my mind, and I'm going to move to the previous day and so on. So this morning I had a fight with my friend Kitty. Um, I woke up this morning and she was telling me that she was babysitting her kids and her friends' kids. Well, the kid's name, let's say the kid's name was Andy, and I was like, "Oh, is Andy your room?" Like she lives with her boyfriend and her friend, and I was like, "Oh, is that your friend, your roommate's kid?" And she's like, "Oh, no, she's like 20. No, it belongs to other friend A and other friend B. Like it's their kid." I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, you should kind of know that," and I'm like, I just I have to admit, I was kind of agitated by that. It was kind of like, look, I barely remember the people who live close to me and relatives in not a disrespectful way. I was like, I do not remember every single person in your life, regardless of how close they are to you. And granted, possibly if I was more awake, I would have more energy, would have had more energy to reply more things and clarify the answer, well, clarify my response, but it just became one of those. Look, I'm not gonna fight with you. Well, she said to me, "Look, I'm not gonna fight with you. I'll just talk to you tomorrow." I'm like, you know what? Fine, whatever. And at the time, I'm like, screw it. Like to me, it was like, okay, well, I shouldn't have to memorize everybody in somebody else's life when I can't even really do that in mine because my memory is really just bad. My memory is really just horrible. Um, and that doesn't. And like in my mind, it's kind of like, well, how many times have I asked you to like, let's say, look at my videos or look at my stream, and you're like, yeah, I'll get around to it, and that never happens. To me, it kind of felt like I felt bet I came to terms with the idea. Okay, well, she's not gonna look at my stream. She's not gonna look at my videos unless and like she's not. How do I say that? I don't expect her to. If she does, that's great, but I don't expect her to. I'm not gonna quiz her on the stuff that I do in my visit videos, or actually, no, I probably have in the past. Now I sound like a jackass. There were times I'm like, hey, I've done this in my videos. Have you not, listened to them? Like, oh, I don't watch all your videos. I'm like, okay, bet you're not supposed to. You don't need to. That's fine. I guess I felt like, okay, well, I don't. Not that I don't need to know everybody in our life, but like, I'm not gonna remember everybody. I'm not gonna remember everybody's association to everybody else. Just not really. It's not my life to do so. And even in my own life, there's a lot of times people are like, "Hey, Nick," I'm like, "Hey, you, how you doing today? Hope everything's going fine." And I lean over to whoever I'm with, like, I don't remember that person at all. But for me, that could also be like they might not know me, but they might know one of my brothers, and we look tremendously alike, even though we act tremendously different. But I don't know. Like I don't know. Lately, people I no not people. I have been agitated lately a lot more, and it's just kind of like I'm just constantly just like in a grr moment. So like, and sadly enough, she's just one of my closest friends that happens to get the blunt end of that on a regular basis, and I feel really bad about that because I'm very much short on the friendship department, but at the same time, it's like if I just allow certain things to like kind of be walked on, then everything gets walked on. If you stand for nothing, then you fall for everything, kind of thing. So I kind of feel that okay, it's good that I'm actually standing up, going like, okay, no, I don't think that's right, and whatever. But it's always later on that I kind of look back on it and kind of go, well, I guess I could have been a little bit less of an asshole, and I potentially could have been, but at the same time, it's kind of like just the way she words it sometimes. And I'm sure there are times that I word things too, virtually like this too, but like in a way that it's kind of like, it just spews asshole. And I'm trying not to like spew asshole constantly, but I know that that does happen quite often, more often than I would like it to happen. So, oh, my music isn't playing in the background, so I'm pretty sure you guys are just bored of hearing my voice on a regular basis right now. But that happened this morning, and that's actually one of the main things that is worth talking about. I have this envelope that I've been working on today. Is going to be sent out tomorrow. All things working consistently, hopefully. And I'm really not anxious, but ready to do that. But today was very sluggish for me. I even missed my skills meeting. She messaged me like around 12:04, like, hey, are we gonna have a meeting today? I'm like, crap, completely forgot we had it. So we're gonna do that on Thursday, and on Thursday I'm gonna tell her the update of what I've been doing, and we're gonna watch The Many Sides of Jeanne, which is a documentary on somebody who has DID like me. So that's gonna be really, wow, my voice has just been really high pitched lately. It's starting to really irk me. But like, I'm eager to watch that on Thursday. Matter of fact, I should probably put that down. Many Sides of Jeanne. Skills. Many Sides of Jeanne. Okay, so my day today was really kind of low luster, so not really much to talk about when it comes to this kind of stuff. Give me a second. There we go. This should be started up right about. I didn't do it right. I probably didn't do it right. No, it's looping. It should be looping. You're not gonna show me, is it? So hopefully it'll work. If it does, then it does. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry. Then you'll just be stuck with my voice. So yesterday, the big things that happened, I went to go help my granddad. His truck needs to be, like, the bed of his truck that he got like maybe a year or two ago was just really like rusted, and we're just trying to repair it as much as we can. Sheet metal. It was a job. This particular part of the task required 2 people, and my granddad kind of lives like way out there. So I went up there. He had to rivet sheet metal onto the bed, the undercarriage of the new bed that he's gonna put onto his truck. But it needs 2 people, one person to kind of like it was complicated. Just understand, like, when I was there, I was like, okay, you definitely needed 2 people for this, and this could have been done like weeks ago, but I constantly was just so busy and just couldn't get myself out there. But because of certain financial changes lately, I've been able to actually afford to put the extra gas in my tank. Somebody who owed me a debt actually paid back the debt, so that's always a plus. So I went down there, and we spent like, I went there around 10:30. I didn't leave there until like 3. We did that. We did a couple other things. We did the bed thing. I helped him move a roof from an old trailer that was on his property. He needed help, which he needed 2 people to do. And since with his injury, he really shouldn't be doing it himself. So I did the best to carry the bulk of that. And we did that. He let me put the rims that I got the previous day. Big D got me some rims like a couple months back whenever I got Jeanne. So, but Mom was like, hey, can you get those rims off my porch? I like to be able to chill on my own porch. I'm like, you know what? Those are my rims. We still need to figure out how to get tires on those rims, like afford and get, the whole process. I'm like, all right, cool, I take them. And I was going to put them in the basement here, but I'm like, I don't want to keep putting things. How do I? It's going to sound weird, but I didn't want to inconvenience anybody, even though I probably would have put it in the basement, but it's still space that's being taken up. So, like, I was like, hey, Granddad, since I'm always here with my car, and I have to put tires on these, on these rims, I'm gonna most likely do it here, so it's okay that I leave it here. He's like, yeah, I don't mind. So he let me leave it there. We talked a lot about the work that he's trying to do with the house that he's working on. I helped him out with something else too, because obviously I was there for like 4 hours, so we did a lot. We talked a lot. Grandad is like one of my favorite people in the whole wide world to even just conversate with and just talk to, and just, he more or less gets me and understands whenever we're working together, like, okay, he just needs supervision, he doesn't need to be watched over, he just like, okay, this is what you need to do. Whenever you're done, let me know, let me look it over, and if you did it wrong, we'll just do it again. I'm like, cool. Whereas some other people will kind of be like, oh, you're doing it wrong, give this to me, let me do it. I'm like, now I learned nothing. I learned nothing from the experience other than the fact that this pisses you off and I don't want to do this with you anymore. But my granddad is just very patient with me. He's very understanding, and he's just, and we get each other. We both, in a way, granted, demographically we're vastly different, but we both kind of get each other because we've both been through struggling life. And I don't know, we just happen to connect in so many different levels. So like, that was cool being able to hang out with Granddad. And when I was coming home, Sue was coming home from somewhere else. I think she was helping out Lenan, and I happened to see cross paths her. So I'm driving behind her. I'm like, oh, this is so slow, and I realized this is a test. This is a test for me to not always put the pedal to the metal, for me not to always kind of push Jeanne. I need to be able to just kind of coast and just be cool with it. So it was like I was gonna say God, but I'm agnostic to a certain degree. But I do understand the cosmos sometimes is kind of hey, you might need to slow down for a minute. Just enjoy the scenery, learn to pull back, learn to control. So that was interesting and fun. Anything else happened yesterday? Not really. So that was all yesterday. Oh, one more thing actually happened yesterday, and this was I was actually gonna make a video right after this happened. But I was just so mad and furious that I decided not to. I was woken up. We have a new intercom system here. The other phones happen to all die out. So, and mostly for great grandma Mouse, we want to make sure that if anything were to happen, that she can easily contact somebody. But she's having a problem with the new phone. So yesterday morning, the intercom rang. And I picked it up, and I heard nothing. I'm like, okay, well, I started putting on my clothes. I'm like, okay, maybe Graham needs something. Maybe she fell down and, or something. So I put my clothes on. I'm about to head downstairs. And as I'm trying to reconnect, so I actually get about halfway down my steps, and then Chuck calls back, like, hey, I'm just trying to show Mouse how to use this phone. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of relaxed. I was like, okay, I got to go down there. She heard and she called me. I'm that guy that should help do something, because if someone calls upon you to do something, it's because they trust you to do that. It's because they trust. And if you let people down who trust you, I mean, shit, what are you expecting out of that? So, so my heart was beating and everything. But once he told me, oh yeah, I was just showing her how to use the phone. I'm like, okay. Sue did the same thing, 5 days ago. So okay, I get that. And he was like, yeah, I really don't have time for all this. I got things I need to do. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm gonna go back to bed now. I gotta get up in a couple hours. I'm going down to Grandad. Oh, it must be nice for you to go for people to be able to get more hours of sleep. I'm like, all right, goodbye. And I just hung up the phone. And I'm like, okay, so he's bitching at me because I'm gonna go somewhere. So I'm gonna get some sleep. And somewhere that I don't have to, I'm sure a lot of you people who know me, oh, you don't have to do any of these things. I made a note card about that. I did. I don't know where it is, but I think it went, I know I don't have to do it, but I have to do it. Because it's part of who I am as a person. Maybe it's a wrong thing. Maybe it's a bad thing for me to always be helpful. Maybe it's a bad thing that I feel that when someone calls upon you, it is your service, it is your duty, your responsibility to see what you can do to help. At least that's my opinion on life, altogether. So, for him to kind of go, well, I wish I could get some more hours of sleep. I'm like, well, I fall asleep around 5 o'clock in the morning, and I get up around 9:30, 10. That's a late morning for me. And I get pissed. I'm like, oh, goddamn, half the morning's gone. But I don't yell at anybody else for that. And I didn't have a problem if Graham needed me to come downstairs to help her out. If she was hurt or she fell or she just needed some assistance, I would understand. Okay, well, she called on me because she trusts me like that. And I got up. So like for him to kind of go like, oh, I wish that I could get some more hours, kind of like in a mocking way. I was just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. Once again, this early morning stuff, not doing it. So I just hung up and like, rolled over. Well, I tried to go back to sleep. I'm like, okay, I don't think I could go back to sleep. And I did something, and then I fell asleep. But I did something, like something was physical. Like I was still in bed physically trying to do something, and then I just passed out, woke up like 2 hours later. I'm like, shit, and then I went down to Grandad. So, yeah, so like I was really pissed off about that. But when I was leaving, he was like, hey, Nick, do you understand that, like, and like the weight, like he started, I'm like, okay, just deal with it, let him talk, you're about to go out the door anyway, get your frustration out on the road. He's like, I need you to understand that if you ever need anything, we are here for you because you do so much for this household that you don't have to do. The things that you do, no one's necessarily making you do those things. You do them, and we do appreciate it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I thanks. And that rolled my head around, and that's why that note card I was looking for, the idea that, okay, you don't have to do it, but you have to do it because it's who you are. And it's part of who you are. And for whatever other factors contribute to that, it's just part of that what forms you. And it's part of what forms me, that I want to be helpful. I want to protect and serve the people that I care about. I want to be more than just a body in any given room. That's just me. So that was 2 rough mornings. Sunday. Oh, and one reason he said that, because Sunday I cut the grass. Now, I said on Saturday I was going to try to do it Saturday morning, but I woke up late. And I had to run out because I was going down to Big D's to work on Jeanne and to work on my computer. And I'm like, I don't have time to do that right now. He's like, okay, that's fine. I'll get somebody else to do it. Or like, or we can figure it out tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, tomorrow's a good day. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So Sunday, I got up in the morning. I'm like, oh crap, it's about to rain. The grass hasn't been cut for 2 weeks. Do you think it'd be okay if we wait an extra day? He's like, it's going to rain until potentially Thursday. I want you to keep in mind, today is Tuesday. It didn't rain yesterday. And today, I don't think any rain came down. It was windy as all hell, but no rain came down. But regardless, I was like, you know what? You're the guy who does, like, he's a radio personality, so he also does the news, so like he knows the weather forecast and everything else. So like I'm trusting that. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I went outside and I cut grass yesterday in the rain, wet grass because it rained previously the night before, and it was raining then. So I went out there and I cut the grass with his lawnmower. It's his lawnmower. I'm not really losing anything. So I went out there, I cut the grass, and it's about, all right, let's say I was gonna say 60 feet, but that sounds wrong. Maybe 40 feet backyard. 2-3 feet front yard, and like, not even, like maybe 4 feet on the side of the house. That's it. But I did that because, one, I said I was going to do it. And I'm the kind of person that, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to do everything in my power to complete that task that I said I'm going to do. So that's kind of part of who I am. So I did that. My brother Tyler found his own way to work, which is great, because then I was able to go back up here and prepare for the rivalry. So me and Vince were once again doing, every week we've been doing, well, every other week we've been doing Rainbow Six, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Yu-Gi-Oh, and why can I not remember the 4th game? I can never remember the 4th game. Tekken. Sorry, that's what it is. So it's Tekken 7, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Rainbow Six, and Yu-Gi-Oh. And once again, it's the first game I always manage to win. Even if it's by a small margin or a big margin, I always manage to win the first game. And I lose the other 3. Regardless of whether I won one of the, if like, for instance, the last time we did the rivalry scrimmage, I won Dragon Ball FighterZ. It was a nice comeback. And I lost all the other games. This week, I lost Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I won by a small margin. Like, it was a tight game. And I won by, like, overtime. And, like, but I lost Rainbow Six, but I won Rainbow Six, but I lost everything else. So it was just kind of like, I'm beginning to see like, okay, maybe I'm only really good for like a game or two competitively, and everything else is just kind of like everything else. So like I don't like whenever I stream that like I'm streaming 4 separate games in a day, and like I'm sort of like, first of all, my accounts that I tweet or post or whatever, I'm sure that's just being cluttered by like the constant like, oh, come watch my stream, and it's not a natural thumbnail of the stream. It's just my face from like 5 years ago. So like, and slightly me mugging it. So like, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to do that many streams in one day. And that was also another day that I'm like, hey Kitty, I'm streaming this many things. It's like, oh, that's nice. I'm not really into those kind of things. I'm like, oh, okay. I watch all your streams. Every single one. Like, if I don't watch it on my phone, I watch it on my Xbox on my computer. It's on. I can see it from a distance, so I'm actually like participating in the chats. Like that's maybe because I'm a good friend. I'm not saying that she's not a good friend. I'm just saying that like there's a clear and present distinction between the effort given, and or maybe maybe my content is just crappy. I don't know. But I guess the only best way for me to really figure that out or find that out is just keep making, just to make better content. Like, you guys probably won't be able to, like, these are all sticky notes of things I just like need to take care of. And I'm going fast on purpose so that like nothing gets read and like, oh, that's what you're doing. Not that I have anything to hide, but like I guess it's none of your business until I'm able to finish it. Trust me, a lot of these things like, okay, they're gonna be great when I finish them. Like right here, I don't mind talking about this Kara story for Detroit Become Human. I'm working on that, so like I'm really excited about that. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. But so that was Sunday. Saturday, I was supposed to go to a Raceway, but it rained on Saturday. The only day this weekend it actually seemed to rain. No, actually it rained Friday night. So Saturday they closed it out because they didn't want the track conditions to be bad. My uncle and his son, my cousin, they were going to go down there and practice a couple laps before the season started. I'm like, yo, let me come watch. Let me get one step closer into being part of this world. And I was really hyped and excited. I was even going to try dragging Big D down there. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he would have been like, man, I'm not coming. And I would have been like, I am going to pick you up physically, you and your 400-some pound ass, put you into my car, which is like going to be a sardine to you, and we're going to go here. Now, whether it's going to be easy or whether it's going to be hard, that's completely up to you, but you are coming with me. So, like, but the fact that it was canceled kind of really bummed me. So, like, we ended up working on Jeanne. Matter of fact, I'm not going to spend time trying to look for the picture, but we found out that the flex pipe got disconnected, and we don't know how long it's been disconnected, but it wasn't like the flex pipe's supposed to go between 2 pipes, right? But the flex pipe here was just kind of like, hanging. It was just hanging there. And it's like, okay, well, he's ripped it out. Like, okay, we're going to just go to the store and get another one and install it right now. We went down to the store and they're like, yeah, we don't have this part. Well, and then Big D was like, okay, well, let's just order it right now. And the guy was like, no. We don't have it at all. It's not here at all. It's not here at all. And I'm like, oh, okay, so what are we going to do? So we ordered it from an online source that automatically just has these parts, and it should be coming here tomorrow. Well, not here tomorrow. It should be at that store by tomorrow. But I'm probably not gonna be picking it up until the weekend. So the weekend we're gonna pick up the flex pipe. We're gonna try to install it, and hopefully my car is gonna sound a lot quieter. Hopefully, crossing fingers and all that. We also changed the oil. I wish I could say I remember doing that before on Jeanne, but I don't. I don't remember doing it, and I'm pretty sure I got Jeanne like last year. I'm thinking. I think I did. I think I changed the oil on Jeanne. I just cannot remember actually doing it. And like, I can't say like me, but like if you do know me, you know that if there's anything wrong with Jeanne, I will always vouch and push to do it myself, so that I have memory that it was done. So we changed the oils. That was fun, and also slight argument. But me and my brother, we always argue. Most of my brothers, we always argue. So I got that. I got a bunch of stuff. Matter of fact, I got this. I'm not sure. Detective Pikachu. I got it because I like detective stuff, and I am a Pokemon fan. For all you those who don't know, You know, I play Pokemon Go. I'm pretty active on it. Oh, can you even see that? Yeah, there we go. It is, yeah, even my Mewtwo is out there chilling. He's like, yo, what's up? So, like, you know, I do that because, I don't know, just something nice to kind of, like, keep me, one, active, two, kind of constantly, you know, doing something. And sometimes it even gets me out of the house, so that's always a plus. So I got that, and since I talked to my son about it today, and you know, I think I might send him this copy. I might, because it's not open. It's not even open yet. I might send him this copy. That way he has it, and I just might buy myself another copy of it because he likes Pokemon too. I'm still trying to get him to play Pokemon Go, but that requires him to have a phone, and right now he's just using his mom's, and I'm not about to be about all that because I can't even play with him on the Xbox because it won't be his account. It'll be either her account or the whatever she's currently seeing. So you know, I don't want to do that. I've tried really hard not to get him any quote unquote games. Now I've gotten hard copies of games, which usually is hard to try to track down, especially during this like climate right now. But like I try to do that a couple times, but I really want to play with them, even if it's something like Minecraft. Like I hate Minecraft. But also on Sunday, I also did something else. I got. Oh, this is gonna make me sound so stupid. So I'm gonna call her Bunny. I got Bunny and Princess, and you can take that for whatever that is. A little display of flowers. And I was gonna go up to the house and be like, hey, I got this. I messed up. And this is how I'm gonna try to say sorry. And I just wanted to say hi. Like, I'm really bad at this whole thing. I don't even know how to do that. Luckily for me, whenever I went up to the door with flowers and everybody, like, I swear, like, for some unknown reason, everybody was just on their yard on Saturday. I'm like, here I am walking up there, in grease clothes, because I was underneath the car. I was changing the oil. I was working on trying to figure out how the flex pipe worked and see if there's anything else wrong with the car. So, like, I'm covered in, like, you know, car grease and oil, and I have these flowers in my hand, and I go to the door, I knock, I'm like, yep, don't even want to be here anymore. So I kind of put the flowers down, and I slowly walk away, which made me look even more suspicious, I'm sure, but like, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, I knocked, she wasn't home, so I'm just gonna bounce, I'm just gonna straight leave, and I was gonna take pictures, like, you know, hey, I was here, you know, just so you know, like, those flowers, like, there's no note on those flowers, but those are mine. Don't let nobody else take credit for my work. But she actually, Bunny actually messaged me like, hey, thanks for the flowers. Because I think I messaged her saying I left the flowers there. And we talked for very, very little. It is almost heartbreaking how our friendship kind of went from like, we talk almost every day, or at the very least every other day, to like, I probably talked to her once last week. Bunny's mom messaged me like, hey, I'm sorry that things didn't work out. We really do like you. And I'm like, that sucks. That really sucks. Because I really like you guys too. You guys were awesome. You guys were really nice to me. You respected me. I respected you guys back. You guys were awesome. It sucks that like it really can only kind of go so far. And I suck at social things. That's why I do this camera stuff. So that was kind of disappointing. But it's nice to know that they are still nice to me. I've been in a lot of friendships. Not even relationships, but friendships where people were like, oh, we don't talk? Oh, excommunicate, shun, like, you know, exile kind of thing. And I'm like, really? But they're really nice. And then it's one of those things like they're awesome for that. Bunny's parents, Bunny is cool too. Like I miss Bunny, I miss Princess, I miss the whole gang for the most part. But I understand why. So I respect the choices and the actions right now. So there's that. What else do I have this week? What else happened? I finally gave Josh's birthday. Yeah, for sure. I gave Josh's birthday gift from March. I said I was gonna do it, and I planned to, but there was a problem in March. I completely forgot about it. In April, I thought about it. I'm like, oh crap, that's right, I didn't do that. Okay, whenever I get money again, I'll do it. And I got money again, and it didn't occur to me. So I finally was able to get that. Me and Hunter have been playing Wreckfest, which has been a pretty fun game. I mailed out my Phillipsburg. Well, that's not even a word. an application to a apartment complex. So that is a step in the right direction. Granted, something that A was very much like, you really shouldn't do that because we don't know whether or not you'll be able to pass these things. I'm like, I won't know until I try, and I can't run on other people's words all the time because some people might say one thing and not really know what they're talking about. I'd much rather find out no from the source rather than find out that it was a yes, but since I was told no, I never even made the attempt. So I'm doing that. I told A about the apartment, the one that I kind of like hid from last week, and she was like, we just have to keep looking. I'm like, yeah. And she really didn't say anything about how I felt about it, but it's not really her job too. Her job is more or less just keep me going. Now I talked to Doc about that, therapist. And she's like, look, I understand that, you are worried, but it's something that you need to do. So find out whatever you need to do to be able to get this done, and then take those steps. Whatever will help you feel more comfortable and moving forward is the important thing right now. So I am going to try that. Hopefully I'll have a better concrete idea what I am going to be doing next Friday. So I figure it out then. Other than that, yeah, my week I don't have anything else really going on. I bought a couple games. I got Control, something I've been wanting for ages. Once I saw it, it reminded me very much of Alan Wake. It reminded me very much of Quantum Break. Oh god, it rhymes. I also been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I played it a little bit with Kitty, and Kitty's like, before I was like, hey, like when Tyler suggested it to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not really all too much about the Wild West and all that. And then he's like, just play it once with me. Play it once with me and we'll find out. And I swear to goodness, once I played it, I was like, yep, like it, love it. And I've been playing it almost nonstop. It overtook Grand Theft Auto for me. So I really do like Red Dead Redemption Online. I haven't even played the story. Screw the story. My character story is more important. The bounty hunter that he's growing up to be. The failures and successes of my character is just really, really, to me personally, awesome. What else I got? Borderlands 3, so I can play with Big D. He has it on his computer, and I know the game is crossplay, so that's awesome. Always awesome. What else did I get over here? I also got Resident Evil 3, but I'm not playing that until I finish Resident Evil 2, Claire's story. So instead of playing Resident Evil 2 or 3, I've been playing Resident Evil Resistance, which is the multiplayer version, because I'm a bum. And I got this game called Final Fantasy. That's wrong. I know that. Is that okay? No. Okay. So I got two games. One was Final Fantasy 9. I'm like, oh, that's wrong, but it's not. I got Final Fantasy 9 because I never played it, and I like Final Fantasy games. And I also got this other game called Type 0, and I could have sworn online. I was like, oh, you get to create your own character. And developers, if you ever hear something like, oh, no, wait, if I ever hear anything like, oh yeah, this game you can create your own character, I'm 9 out of 10 gonna buy the game. Not if you can create your own character, I'm 9 out of 10 bought the game. Like I just something I like having seeing my own character do things, seeing a version of myself do stuff. I'm all about it. But sadly, whenever I got the game, I went through like 3 hours into the game. I'm starting to be like, the game hasn't even asked if I wanted to make a character or not. There have been games that have given me like a little fake, like Resident Evil 2. Your main character has a helmet, so like, you don't know that that's the character you're making until like, things happen. So I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to wait for this event that's happening right now, the beginning part of the story to happen for whatever reason for my character to be introduced. I'm playing it for 3 hours, and around the 3.5, 4 hours, I'm kind of like, I need to double check this. And I go back and like, oh, nope, it's not. You can customize characters, but you cannot create your own character. So I was just kind of really bummed about that. And I think that's kind of all I got. I know there's a lot of things that like I still want to do. Like for instance, Control, I want to do at least a Let's Try, like I did for Devil May Cry 5 on the Second Chance Gaming. I want to do one for Control too. I just need to get around to actually getting that done. So I'm hoping I can get that done sometime this week. I know I'm past my 30-minute mark by maybe 5 minutes now. but at least it's not like 45 minutes to an hour. So I think I made progress, and I think I'm liking this whole making a note thing. Is there anything else I want to go through as I'm like frantically going through that. All right, that's done. Yeah, my week has been just a lot of, I don't know, losing friends left and right. My friend Satan finally moved. Hopefully it's not like just blowing smoke. Maybe she actually is moving down, which is sad but good. She's moving in with a friend of hers, which is great. I'm glad she's moving forward because she was kind of in a stucky situation. But I'm glad she's moving forward. My friend Dave, me and him kind of got into an argument. He was like, kind of complaining, like, that he can't find friends online to talk to. I'm like, look, buddy, I explained this to you before. It's not about going online to find friends. I play video games online constantly, and I don't friend none of these mofos because that's not what I'm doing here. I'm out here having an adventure. I'm doing my own thing. When I'm out in the world, I'm doing my own thing. Now, if I find somebody else is doing their own thing too, and our thing happens to mesh, boom, friendship, right? So just keep doing what you're doing and do it better. Just keep being active. And eventually you'll find somebody who is also doing the shit that you are interested in, because also you're only doing things that you're interested in, and then you will find friends. But you just can't do things and expect friends to just pop up and be like, hey buddy, you want to be my friend? That's not how life works. So like, I think he kind of got mad on the idea, like, you can't just be like, oh, screw video games because I'm not finding any friends. I'm like, the video games is not there for you to make friends. You make friends. You make friends by doing what you want to do. And if video games are not what you want to do, then don't do them. But if drink is what you want to do, go out and drink. And apparently you find other drunks. If you like sports, go out there and either watch sports, play sports, just do whatever you feel comfortable with. And then you'll find other people who will do the same thing. Furry people find people all over the place. I don't know how, but they find them. People who like cosplay, anime, movie lovers, people who like certain genre of movies. You do what you like, and you will find other people who also like the same shit. Guaranteed. Promise. I swear my right hand everywhere. So, there's that. So I realize I'm ranting right now. Not ranting, rambling, that's the word. So I am going to shut this down. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for bearing with me. That's also very much appreciated. And, oh, man, my throat. So much talking. Chuck asked me about a week ago, and this real quick. He's like, hey, we have an opening for a DJ. Do you want a DJ? I'm like, nope. I do not think I have the voice for radio. I don't think I have the face for radio. And yeah. If you got that pun, that's what, guys. I don't know, I would feel that, I don't know, maybe I should actually take him up on that offer. Maybe whenever we actually get a building. When we get a building, I'll take him up on that offer. I might send him a message, even though, what was it, Monday we had that small, sorry, real quick. So about the Monday situation I told you about with Chuck, as much as that upset me, what upset me more is that later on I was talking to Jay. And Jay was like, yeah, Chuck said that, like, you were really moody that morning. I was like, what? What the mother? And that's what I hate about some people. Like, they will spin a story and then spread that out. And that's the truth. Because now what I've said is now the aftermath of that. So it's just kind of like, I haven't even told Jay, like, that's not, I think I started to tell him, like, yeah, that's not exactly what went down. And I think even to him, he's like, I don't care. I'm like, I almost really don't either. I just don't want you to think that, like, I wake up pissed. I don't really wake up pissed. Now, if people piss me off by being rude, ignorant, and, disrespectful, that's completely different. That is not my fault at that point. But they do not get those, like, now I'm thinking about it, I'm pissing myself off. But I'm gonna talk to Jay about it. I'll talk to him like, hey, I need you to understand that morning I wasn't pissed until I talked to him. Matter of fact, I was willing to go downstairs and do whatever needed to be done because it was because I felt the responsibility. Felt like if a cop sees a crime, it's his responsibility to take care of it. Good Samaritan people, if they see something and they feel that they can help, they will walk themselves and like, hey, is there anything I can do to help here? I'm that guy. I didn't always used to be that guy, but I'm that guy now because I want to be a better person for my son. So that's the kind of person I am. The last thing I want, the last thing I need is someone to go like, oh yeah, he was just being a little bitch this morning. Like, he didn't say that, but that's what if you know what I mean. So like, yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna, that's the last thing I'm gonna say. Because I'm letting you guys go. I said it's gonna be 30 minutes. I think I'm about almost 10 minutes over that. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for dealing with me for this long. And what, week 21, vlog 13. I think this right here, good progression. I'm hoping I get to 40 by the end of the year. 40 weeks or 40 videos. I should be able to make 40 videos between now and the end of the year. So yeah. As I'm looking up. Yep. Oh, and I'm getting something for my son soon, but I will talk about that next week. not the next time I do a video, but the week after that. I'm gonna talk about that, and you guys are gonna be kind of proud of me whenever you see it. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. All right, later.